All
Oh,
right. Hello. Welcome to WMMA Jam Live. I'm your host, Vanessa, along with my co-host, Bina. So hello.
hello.
And we have our guest host here today, Valentine, coming to talk some shits with us today because that is what we do. Sister, how are you doing?
I'm good, chilling. You?
Chilling. I'm good. Relaxing, feeling good.
Nice,
You're
nice.
welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. This should be fun. How are you doing?
I'm great. Ready to get into this.
Yeah, everybody been watching their fights? Did you watch fights?
Uh, no, I got a party.
Hmm, fair enough. All right
Yeah.
then. Let me see. Let me find because I never know. All right. Put this over here. Put this over here. Oh no, is that how it's showing us? Let's see. No. Okay. All right. We'll just go to notes. All right. So at those fights, and I know you were excited to watch the Moreno fight.
Yes.
Right? You followed him for quite some time.
Yeah. I love Brandon. I mean, he's from TJ. It's like our backyard. Why wouldn't you be supportive of him?
I mean, I don't because I don't choose on the area, I guess, for the most part, unless it's like the Angels or
I thought we were talking about sports.
Oh, damn. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, did you see that fight,
We do
sister? The Myrna
better than
fight?
you this year. I don't want to hear nothing, okay?
Oh, that's right. You were at the party. So what did you think? I know obviously you were going for Moreno. It did not go his way pretty early on too. His face was just red and done. His calf was
Yeah. He did not fight a good fight at all. I think that he came out just expecting to have a little bit more of a brawl, and his lead leg just got chewed up. I mean, really quick. He wasn't
yeah.
checking kicks throughout the entire fight. I thought they were going to call the fight just from the leg kicks alone, but all of a sudden, he just seemed like the fight was gone, and he wasn't trying to really score points. He wasn't working on takedowns. He wasn't doing anything. He was just kind of trapped in the brawl a little bit, the fight. So it was kind of sad. He basically just got beat up and tucked his tail at the end of the fight and whimpered to the locker room. It was
I mean,
sad to
there
see.
was I will say like definitely the first two rounds just fucked up. But there was a point where it was like, okay, I think he's starting to like remember again, what to do. And he was starting to look good. By then, he already looked, like his face was already red and his leg was
Y-
already fucked up. But he was looking better, but he wasn't able to do anything. Like he did try to go for takedowns, but he couldn't get them. And he needed those points. So he
Yeah,
tried, but it wasn't happening, and the guy was still doing that kid though. He did look good.
he was quick. He was really good on his combos. He was really quick on that kick. He just tore it up all night long. But Moreno needs to remember that he's a former champion and he needs to get back to that championship form. And I think his mind is kind of elsewhere right now.
Gotcha. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, that kid had, like, his balance and everything. He would throw stuff and just come right back to it. Like, he looked really good, so he definitely earned that fight. I was just surprised that it took Moreno so long to get started, but like I said, by then, it was just too late. There was nothing. Everything he tried to do was just getting stuffed, so
Yeah.
he couldn't come out of that one.
That's
But,
tough.
yeah. Um Who else? There was somebody else on that card, wasn't there? Oh, there was that girl who came in on, like, 3 days' notice,
Mhm. She
and
won,
she
right?
ended up winning, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What'd you say?
Oh, that
Was
she
that
won.
the yeah, was that the booty shaker? Was that the
No, no, I don't think so. This one was that Regina Kill Bill Taryn or whatever. I know I was seeing stuff about her. She tried out for, like, WWE, like, a month ago or something, and I don't know how this came up, but
Mm.
she ended up getting it on 3 days' notice and winning, but the butt shaking one, sister,
I hate when they do.
it's so ridiculous. She was, like, laying on the floor and then shook her butt, and that's when I, like, first seen it because I didn't know that that was
Uh-huh.
her thing, and I was like, "What is she doing?" And then she, like, got up and was like, "Spank." I was like,
Yeah.
"Girl, what?"
Yeah.
Like, she just
Yeah.
had to touch her butt. She had to do the little
In some of
It's
her
like,
past fights, she even, like, had twerked on an opponent's face while they were still on the mat after the fight had been called. And then she called out, Tracy Cortez because
yeah.
she wants the pretty girl fight.
She thinks they're just gonna be twerking all up in there.
I think
I saw
Tracy
the twerk.
Cortez
I
will
thought
get
it
her
was
weak.
gross. I was like, ew. Like that's the first thing you really think about after winning is shaking your ass. Like that's
While she's
wild.
crying because she's so happy she won.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
I
imagine doing both things, crying and shaking my ass at the same time. Like I can't.
Yes, absolutely.
And
It's
if
like
she
how
would have
people
shook
find
her
a way
ass
to
on me after the fight, we would have fought in
I'm
the parking lot.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, that's how you get punched after the bell.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how
Absolutely.
you look like Paul Daly versus Josh Koscheck hitting him after the bell.
Right?
Like,
And then in all honesty, I don't even know how well she did because all I saw was that, and I was so turned off by that, like, I don't care to watch her fight because I don't wanna see that again.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's one
That's
thing
not
to
a
have, like yeah, to have Dana, like, objectify women, but when you're a woman fighter and you're objectifying yourself or sexualizing the match yourself, like, you gotta ask yourself, "Why are you in this sport then?" Go
yeah,
go get your own fans.
Okay,
for
absolutely.
sure. My thing is why would you want that to be what you're known for? Like you're over here winning or beating it, like whatever, however what you're good
Yeah,
at.
she won, I don't
And
remember.
but oh no one, but people only know you as a girl who shakes her ass.
Yeah,
What is that?
Yeah.
Are we
When we
exactly.
with
have
that?
legit female fighters out there, like
Yes.
like, just busting their ass, doing everything that they can to get their career going and to get those fights and their recognition and being taken seriously. And then this one over here is just Cardi being it up. And she's Argentinian, that's probably why. So she's just, she's on that shooting mode. So
But I just think like yeah, like for women's MMA, they've come so far to not make it such a sexual thing, to make it a legit thing, a legit sport, and to take these women serious, and then you're shaking your ass. Like it's just not. I'm not going to take you serious then.
Exactly.
right.
Exactly. Like I said, it made me not want to, like, have anything to say about your fight. I don't know your name, I
Yeah,
don't know what you did, like, like, done with that.
for
It's just
sure.
weird. People are weird.
It's weird.
Uh
I wish a guy would do it then. Then.
Well, I think Dan Hooker would probably do it.
Mm.
Oh, man.
Good old Dan, man.
Right.
Get it, Dan. I'll watch that.
Oh, watch That's
I mean, we gotta start
crazy.
sexualizing his men like they sexualize the women, right?
I'm all for it.
That's her thing.
Yeah.
Like in shape, tall, blonde guy. Let's shake some ass, Dan.
Hey, come
Yeah,
on.
they just can't handle it. That's the crazy part, right? If you have a man and you like objectify him, he starts to become all, no, don't stop. And
Mhm.
I'm like, whoa, I thought you were, the male species that just kind of the T-Rex of the world and
Yeah.
everybody wants you and you're the big guy, right? But no, you're like, hey, take your shirt off. Let's see what you got under there. And the tables turn. They're just like, oh no, now we're objectifying them and they don't know how to deal with it. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I think we should do that. Let's make some t-shirts, go
Mhm.
around objectifying some guys. I'm down for it.
There's a couple hotties in there.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, here
Uh,
comes mama
Oh, yeah.
trying to make her
First
too,
guest
yeah.
star she knew you were waiting for.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Should you asked about me?
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of getting punched after the bell, I'm sure you guys have seen that wrestling match where the guy punched the other guy
Mhm.
afterwards, and that's all you saw, was that. Until you start looking through the comments, and then you hear like, "Oh, well, that's what that guy deserves." He kept slapping him throughout the whole match. And then finally, there's like one video out there finally where you see him constantly like fucking with him the whole match. And I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Um, but it's crazy to see at a wrestling match, you know?
It was just because it's like isn't he just like like an influencer or whatever that guy he was wrestling? Like I know it was like Armin.
Was he?
Huh? Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't
that
think
would
he was
make
like.
sense.
I don't think he was like a legit wrestler. And I think
Yeah.
that's why he
I
was
don't
like
like
hitting them and stuff for the for the clips and shit.
like
I don't
playing. See, I don't
I
like
don't think he was
that.
a real wrestler.
Right. It was, that's just utter disrespect. And
Mhm.
obviously, someone has a line. I get it when he punched him. I wish he wouldn't have, so he could have maintained that professionalism. Kind of Dan Hendo'd wait until after the match and then give him
Yeah.
one to make sure he shuts up. But I mean, there was a lot of fighters around the ring too. I was surprised that they didn't get up and get on the mat. Like Sugar Sean, I think Gaethje was there too.
Yeah.
But it was a good brawl. Everybody always likes to watch a
Not
post
his
fight brawl.
dad. I saw his thing. He's like, my 62-year-old dad and both my brothers, jumped in for me to help me. It's like, oh, not his dad. But yeah, that was the
That would
one that
be.
you saw mostly, I'm sure. Fucking shit ups. Um, I saw another one at a jiu-jitsu match
Mhm.
and where they try to act like he slammed him. But the guy wrapped his legs around him and like kind of pulled himself up and like
Mhm.
went back. Because he was even
Gotcha.
like this when he was up and then
Mhm.
slammed back. And that started a big old thing.
He slammed himself and then got mad.
It's okay. So the guy had his like legs wrapped around him
Mhm.
and so he was like back like this, like kind of pulled himself up off the floor,
Mhm.
wrapped around
Yeah.
him. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
a flying guard,
Gotcha.
like jumping up and flying guard and pulling him back on top of you. So,
Mhm.
and I guess they were trying to say that he rampage Jacksoned him.
Yeah, so it would look like the guy lifted him, but he like pulled his body up and then like fell back,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he pulled guard as well. He
because the
did.
guy was
Yeah.
standing
Yeah.
like this and he was still hanging there and then he fell back and everybody's like, what the fuck? And they're like, no. But yeah, that started the thing.
People are weird, man.
I think
People
everyone
acting
just
up.
wants to fight.
I-
That's
Yeah.
like everybody wants to, when like the Diaz brothers would, jump mayhem.
Mhm.
Jake Shields always trying to get his little squirrely ass into somebody's
Yeah.
somebody's brawl. I think everybody's just trying to up that game for clicks, for likes, for views too.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what it is. It's
Annoying.
everyone's like trying to make it a little bit more so everyone can see it, and you're like, man, just fucking fight.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I Armin's not really like known for being the most like civil guy though. Like he'll start like he'll do some shit if you disrespect him or whatever.
I mean, but fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fair.
yeah. He,
You think so too?
well,
She thinks so
See,
too.
she
yeah.
must tell. The cat's like, don't disrespect me. I'll slap you too.
She really is. She's getting serious about this shit.
Right? That's hilarious.
It's the principal.
Um,
Cat. That's what I always tell
you
people when I say something and they're like, "Well, why would you do that?" You're like, "Cause it's the principal, bro."
all right.
Do you want to talk about the Jake's since I brought up Jake Shields?
What?
Yeah.
So there's a reel going around social media with Jake Shields and his crew out at a bar this past weekend, and I guess they were getting drunk and dumb, so they got kicked, and that's when the video starts.
Uh-huh.
So they're outside, being drunk, belligerent, and they say they got kicked out of the bar for lifting their arm and saying "white power." So um, the bouncer, who was African American, obviously wasn't taking too kindly to that and was telling him, kindly leave, get out of here. You're done for the night. Have a good night. And I think the cameraman forgot that he was recording or perhaps even live streaming since it's actually there.
Yeah.
And he said, effing that word. And I think last time I checked, Jake Shields no longer has social media. I think it's gone. So once again, Jake Shields tucked tail and ran.
Oh damn.
So
Yeah, Jake Shields has always kind of been a piece of shit, though. Like he's kind of
he has.
known for like kind of being like a racist asshole, which is crazy because like who he hangs out with and where he lives. He's like lives in San Francisco, and it's like how can you like? There's so many diverse people around there. How can you even? How do you find the other few guys who are really like white power? Like, Like,
Yeah.
and like the shitty thing about Jake Shields, it's like, oh, you think you're the supreme race? Have you seen your face, bro?
Have you seen your fight record?
Have you seen your teeth, your everything? What are we talking about here? He just needs to get his ass kicked by somebody like not white.
So
I mean, I would love to I wish we could dial in Nate Diaz right now and say, "Hey, what do you think about your homeboy pulling this shit this weekend?" You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, the only shitty thing is like I think that the Diaz brothers are so loyal that they're just gonna be like, that's just how my boy is, you know? Like I just see
yeah,
them being
I
like,
mean, it's the Diaz brothers, you know, at
yeah.
where they're from, they're all got a little piece of shit in them, you know, so
I mean, they
who
say
am I
the
to
N-word,
judge
like,
them?
you know, I
Yeah.
don't I just think that
Although
like someone like Jake Shields, it's crazy how he's so like white power when the sport that he's learned is not a white sport. The sport that gave him all his money and made him who he is not even a white sport.
I'm
So
sure all
like
his coaches and people who got him where he was.
the Brazilian people who taught all the people who taught him and all these things, and you still want to be like only like white power and like that. I just don't understand the whole white power thing in 2026. There's not many of you guys.
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
I think that's why they're being so vocal. They can feel that they're getting kind of, choked out, no pun intended.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. But you
Yeah,
also have to think like there's no way he doesn't have a little CTE, so he's a little tarded. And what are you gonna do? You can't hit special people, I guess.
I mean,
yeah,
When you
CTE
look at
all
him, right?
day.
Look at Jake Shields, and you hear him talking like, "Oh, blah blah blah, that's black people, white power," and you look at him and you're like, "Special," because he looks a little sad,
oh,
yo.
honey.
Oh, yeah. I've met him once at, Outside Lands in San Francisco, and he's a
Uh-huh.
little slow. He's definitely, a little slow.
Yeah,
So, yeah, they don't have to go to the NFL for CTE, like, UFC just feeding them brain candy all day long.
yeah. So I I mean, at least people get to see who he like. With cameras these days, people get to see who people are, and then you can choose not to support him or go to his gym or anything, you know. And I
Absolutely.
think that's what should affect him. If he has a gym, if he's teaching anywhere, uh, he shouldn't. You know what I mean? And let that be his punishment because he's never gonna change. He's never gonna be like, you know what, I was wrong. It's not because he hasn't changed now when he's been around all these people. He ain't gonna change
Right.
ever.
Yeah.
So fuck
Yeah.
him and whatever. You know, little mush brain boy. Anyways.
I could take us to the White House card.
The White House card? Okay.
I think
Um,
anyone who fights on the White House card, I'll never support them again.
Yeah, I mean, it's right along these same lines, right? Like cutting fights already to shape it, control it. It's turning into a spectacle, which I think that's all it deserves. It shouldn't be considered the biggest, greatest sporting event of all time. It's a spectacle. It's a circus, and that's what everybody should expect.
Yeah, especially because I don't think they're gonna let real fans in. So it is just a
yeah,
spectacle for the rich people to watch and have fun and watch the poors fight.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I imagine the people in the stands just over there like, "Hee hee hee," and you're just there like little monkey fighting for them, you know? It's not for us. And it's so weird to me how everybody just has to be so vocal about the point that they just have to be on the White House card.
Mm.
And, like,
Yeah.
I don't, especially not in that setting.
Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. I
I mean,
just wanted huh?
let's give it back up to my boy Brandon Moreno.
Yeah.
Oh, for what he said, yeah.
Yeah, for what he said, you have to stand up sometimes.
And also what a dumb fucking reporter because of course the Mexican doesn't want to fight on the White House card. Why? So when he loses or wins, they deport him afterwards? Get the fuck out of here.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
That
it
sounds like
should be an all
trickery.
white card. Get Jake Shields on there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
give him something to do.
Well, that just goes back to what you said about the sport.
Yeah.
Like, how do you expect this to be, like, just a card that goes in your favor where everybody's white? Like, that is not the sport. All these people have a whole team of not white guys coming on ins, you know? So
Also, how
it's
many white champions are there?
Right.
I mean, Volkanovski's Australian, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
that's
He's a
what I'm
foreigner.
saying. Nobody is, like, actually just white. They may
Yeah.
look white, but they're, like, something it's
Yeah, they're not American.
cheese. It is
Yeah.
absolutely everything mixed into one. Like, you have
Yeah.
no idea. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, so it's really gross when they're just like, "Oh, I can't," especially when they're not white. I'm just like, "What are you doing?"
Is what are you doing? Why do you why I would not be honored to fight in front of someone like Donald Trump. Like, I don't give a shit about
Never.
him. He's not even paying attention to you. He's just thinking about little girls anyway. So what are we doing here? Like, what are I wouldn't anybody in that is in there too. They're all that are his friends or whatever. They're the same breed, obviously, right? So
Yeah.
why do I want to entertain those type of people? I just would never want to do that. Watch on pay-per-view like everybody else. You're not special.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they all showed up in like togas because that's what it is, right? They're taking it back to the gladiator days where they're entertaining Caesar and whoever loses is going to be fed to a lion. It's like
Yeah.
that's
And
how I
they
would
have their
feel.
little masks,
Yeah,
eating dinner.
it's like, "Here we go, parade me in bondage and chains, and let me fight to the death to entertain you when you give 2 shits about us, about your country, and you've basically been declaring war on your own country." So,
Mhm.
when I hear these fighters say, "Oh, I gotta get on that card, I gotta get on that card," I wonder how long they've looked in the mirror and really asked themselves what kind of person they wanna be.
Yeah. It's true. And that's why I
Yeah,
say
it's
I don't think I would support anyone who truly, really wants to fight on that card.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I
don't
see
even know if I
Connor
can watch it.
wanting to do it because the ego. Like that I get it, and I don't even hate
yeah.
him for that. I'm just like, that's just who he
He's just
is.
trying to be there with the other top dogs.
Right.
And if
But,
they put
like
him on that card, then you know it ain't no serious fight. Because he hasn't even fought in forever.
Exactly.
It's a spectacle. That's all it is. Like you said, it would just be a spectacle. Might as well put Rousey Carano on that.
I'm really surprised they didn't, only
Right?
because of the crossover, but for them to actually cut fights now because the card is becoming too Hispanic,
Mhm.
like, that's telling you everything you need to know. I don't even wanna watch it. I won't even tune in when it's
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I definitely think that's one you don't give viewership to. But yeah, that is crazy because what is it, Topuria,
Yeah.
uh, was
Julia?
Gage
Gaethje's
Gaethje took,
Latino too,
but they were supposed to fight, and they were saying like it might be a little too, Hispanic, especially because there's a good chance he'll win, and they can't have him beating up the white-looking guy on America's birthday.
Yeah. That's why it's not
So
a
they
real
took that
card.
one off. We're gonna schedule it for another time.
That's why it's not a real card though, because you're just like, molding it to what you want to be. And might as well just let Donald Trump pick the fights and be like, I want this guy to fight
I'm
this guy to fight this
sure
guy.
that's what's happening. I'm sure he's gonna be like, "No, I'm not
Yeah,
liking. Let me see."
yeah,
Yeah.
And he will gladly.
And they will gladly bend over and let him do it.
right. I'm surprised John Jones was, like, all about it, but, I mean, I guess he has to say thank you to the man because how many times should he have been spending some time in jail?
Yes, yeah, it's no different selling your soul,
Ah,
right? You
I have to go
gotta
get
do
my
what you're
charger
told
real quick,
now.
okay? I have to go get my
Yeah,
phone
go for
charger.
it. Yeah. Um, I know I was telling you how I don't like how to say his name. Topuria?
I think so.
How he's been kind of like around with some other things. I saw him and Jake Paul were like talking shit back and forth to each other. And he was telling Jake Paul, like, you're just like an average boxer. Like, I'm not
Oh, yeah.
worried. And Jake Paul was like, all you MMA fighters are trash. Like, I've beat like everybody in your sport.
Right. The Jake or Logan, I don't know,
It was Jake.
it was Jake.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean, they always think very highly of themselves until they fuck around and find out, right? Like, I think having your jaw broken in 2 places while getting beat up in front of, half the country, should kind of bring you kept down a couple of notches.
You would think, but he even said, like, "Oh, I don't even need my jaw to heal because you're not even gonna touch me. Like, you guys aren't sure."
Well, he can't buy his fights now that people are really watching and pay attention. He can't buy his fight, so he's gonna have to actually step into the ring and get his ass beat like a real boxer.
I mean,
Welcome
the last
back.
thing I heard was when you were talking about Jones, and I just want to say about Jones, of course, a convicted or felon would want to be on a felon's card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, he feels right at home.
Yeah,
He's trying to get into the side where we don't judge. Come with us. It's okay.
because they make him look good. To be like, well, I'm not as bad as them.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Could be worse.
They say he's a little Dan Hookerish himself. I just want to put that out.
I I could see it. I
Right.
could seize it.
I'm all for Dan, though. I mean, you gotta give it up for a man who's kinda secure in his sexuality.
I also think there's more gay guys than they think. Just know when
Oh, yeah.
he's honest about it.
Absolutely. You think them boys over here playing grab ass all day just
Just let us
not
Yeah,
watch
all of
that
them in their
too.
I know.
We'll
And the
pay
problem
extra.
is who cares? Who cares? Like, that has nothing to do with the fact that you're gonna get your ass beat right now, It's like, you're gonna take that away from him because you think he's gonna hit like a girl. I'm pretty sure he's gonna show you how he hits.
Right.
I don't understand why people still are so concerned with seeing what's going on in someone's bedroom.
Especially
It's
since
just
we don't even get to see it.
I know.
Let me see
Don't do that waste of time.
it.
You ain't got no video. Why are we talking about this?
If I was a gay guy and I was in the UFC, I would totally be open with it because I just would want everyone to know that you're getting your ass beat by a gay guy.
100%. Yep.
Oh, and the gay fans. Do you know how big of a fan you would be if get the gays behind you?
Okay.
Yep.
Even the female
Okay.
fighters. I feel like the female fighters don't get the gays behind them enough.
They don't.
No.
And they should. They should. Like Amanda Nunes is like, a very like what you would want to be as a gay, right? She has a wife, they have kids, loving
Well,
relationship or
because
whatever.
I think like with lesbians, there's more the jealousy. So the boys might have a easier time getting a support team behind them, getting all the little in their cute little shorts and stuff, supporting them. But the girls are more like, she thinks she's cute. She thinks she's so
Hey,
tough.
then the gay community needs to get it together.
I'm
I
saying.
mean, there's that too.
I'm saying.
Be a
You would
little bit more
think, yeah.
supportive.
Well, I mean, I think Amanda Nunes is like she's on that other trip, right? You have to remember she's in South Florida. She's going to be on the White House card.
Is she going to be on the White House
She
card?
wants to be on the White House card. So, here we go. Here we go. Here comes that division on what kind of person do you want to be, right? Where do
Yeah.
you draw the line? What side do you want to stand on? It's not a matter of just voting anymore. Like, this is some real shit. For the first time, America is experiencing real shit.
Yeah.
So it's this is the time when we need those leaders to kind of stand up and lead us because we're lost. We don't know what to do. And especially someone like that, where they're a fighter and that's what they do is they stand up and they fight for themselves and they fight for, their families and for everybody else. Well, we need these leaders to stand up and fight for all of us now.
Yeah. And say something, like whatever, I guess. I don't know. I just said we're all just different people. So I couldn't be one of them because they wouldn't like me. You know what I mean? Imagine the dumb shit I say on here, but to everybody when I'm nervous, it would be worse.
My thing is just like you can feel how you feel, but when you're in a position like that where so many eyes are on you and people do look up to you and shit like that, you can choose to say nothing too. But you choose to speak up on that side. The one thing you want to speak up on, You know, you're like, everything else, you're like, no, I'm so kickback cool. I don't get involved. And then you're like, but I need to be on this. And I love this. And you're like, wait, oh, excuse me?
Yeah. Fighting for
That's
the
where it's
wrong
like,
shit.
you could just shut up. Just shut
Yeah.
up. Let them know. But you don't have to make videos and talk about it like that. Be private, whichever way you go. If you're not going to like actually,
Use your
The thing
voice
with
for
Amanda
something.
is the only way she gets on that card is if with Kayla, right? Kayla's still hurt now because her neck.
Yeah.
Who do you
she
want to
had
see
neck
Amanda fight?
surgery.
Yeah, who do you want to see? There's no one for her to fight. She only came back to fight Kayla.
So
I know.
she said herself she only wants to fight her. That's why
Yeah.
she didn't accept another fight. So
Well, what is she going to do now? Because how long is Kayla going to be gone?
Now that's
it's
some
neck
real neck
surgery. I don't
surgery.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think she should be forced to vacate the belt.
Kayla or who
Kayla,
has
I think she should be. I think she should be forced to vacate the belt because it's a neck injury. She's going to be gone for maybe 2 years.
That's true. Who do we hand the belt? Who's even in the 35 division that is even making a splash?
Well, let's see. It's 2026. So in
The same people.
2014, we were talking about what? Rose? I don't.
No, Rose is not the
She's too
same
little.
weight class.
She's too little.
Yeah.
Aldana.
What's Pena?
Pennington.
Pena.
She might be out with the injury still too, though. She'll be back.
Is it
She'll be
true
back.
that Pena started talking shit to some guy at her work? It was like, "Oh, I'll fuck you up." So then they fought, and then he beat her ass.
No, stop it. Seriously.
Yeah.
I
I've read that.
That's
I would
crazy.
doubt that. That would not surprise me because I've heard that she's been like that before out in public.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we saw that from the beginning when you were first introduced to her. You were like, oh, yeah, she's definitely out there just street fighting men.
Well, I mean, that's how Carano was, right? That's what Carano was known for in college, is she would street fight men.
Carano got into fighting because her boyfriend was into Muay Thai and she went to one of his practices and then the teacher called her fat and then she got into fighting because she didn't want to be fat no more.
Dang.
Oh, that's good. It's a good excuse.
You know, it's funny that you guys bring up that because with Carano and Rousey coming up, I feel like all I see from Carano is stuff from the past. I'm
There's
not
nothing to
seeing.
show. There's nothing else to show.
There's a fight coming up, and
What are you
this
gonna
ain't the
show
first
her
time the
on
fight is
fucking
supposed to be
The
coming up. So there
Mandalorian?
should be some kind of footage that maybe they even forgot about from like 5 years ago, like something.
She's not training. She hasn't been training, and anyone who thinks she has is
But
out of their mind.
that's my point. Is they knew this announcement was coming, and they still have shown us nothing. Rhonda's only talking about the UFC.
Rhonda needs to stop fucking talking. She's like not selling the fight. If anything, she's making us
Speaking of
not want
not
to watch.
training,
She's just like, oh, we're gonna have bigger numbers than Paramount Plus. Yeah, nobody has Paramount Plus. Everybody has Netflix. The whole world has Netflix. What are we
absolutely.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
She's just focusing on stuff that she shouldn't be focusing on. But I think that's always been her problem.
It's very ego
But I
driven.
feel like she didn't talk so much
Yes.
before. At least she just maybe everybody else, and she was doing a whole bunch of random crap on the side, but she didn't really talk.
Yeah.
Now she's just doing too many interviews about that. Like that
Now
doesn't
she's
hold
talking too
you should be
fucking
too
much.
busy.
She's not just talking about like this is the fight of like this is such a serious fight. You're 40. You're fucking 40. Like if you really wanted to fight somebody, go fight Amanda Nunes again. If you really want to fight someone, go fight Kayla Harrison. Not fucking 41-year-old Gina Carano. What are we talking about here? I hate that she's so like, oh, this is the best women's fight ever. It's not. 10 years ago, maybe.
No.
Yeah.
She said this is going to be the best MMA, not the best women's fight, the best MMA fight anybody has ever seen.
I bet you there's no action in the first round.
I mean, do either of them actually practice MMA? Like we have one that judo throws into an arm bar, right? That's all they do. And then the other one just does stand up, like, and not even great stand up. So are we just gonna watch an absolute shit show in
Have you
there?
seen her? Did you see the Rousey like
Shadow
we show
box?
yeah.
Don't even get me started on that. Like
No, but it was her new.
that.
It was her new.
It was her
I've
what?
never been a Rousey fan. Like she has been to me, I've always considered her a one-dimensional fighter from the beginning. She needed to fight someone that would make her stand up because all she would do is gain about 15 pounds after weigh-in and then use that weight advantage for a judo throw into an armbar, and that would be the end of the fight. Just clean cut. This was what she was. Have someone go in there and make her have to fight. Because I could guarantee she couldn't throw a punch. And well, shit, we saw that twice in a row, didn't we? She couldn't even take a
She
punch,
cannot take
let alone
Or a
it.
kick to the
throw one.
face.
Or, I mean,
Who does that? You know,
I
like,
must
come
admit, I do
on.
watch that in slow motion every now and then too, just to make myself better. But and now we're going to be subjected to watching her think that she is the best female boxer, because before they were talking her up that she was the best MMA fighter, female MMA fighter of all history, and then they're saying that she's the best like female boxer. Well, then shit, throw Holly Holm back in there, right? Because that's her forte. Let's
Yeah.
watch it.
Why not do boxing then? You know what I mean? Like you could have boxed these people. You could have boxed
There's no
Cyborg and made
way.
money. You could have boxed but you could have boxed Clarissa Shields and made money. You could have, if you want to
Yep.
go old people, you could have fucking boxed Layla Ali and made some money. But like
Absolutely.
she would have get smashed by all those people.
Yeah.
So that's why it bothers me when she's like, "This is gonna be the best." And it's like I'm watching two 40-year-olds fight. This is not going to be the best MMA fight in the world. We were there when she, we've watched all her fights, and in the moment everything was so big, like wow, this is so cool. This is not that
Yeah.
moment. This is not the same moment.
Well, that's what I was saying too. Like, I wonder how that's going to carry on, because when Ronda was around before, like, it was big. Like, it was unnecessarily big. She was up there it changed even just MMA. Like, it brought a lot of fans from everywhere. That's how big they made her. And that's not going to be the case. So, like, I wonder how she's going to act, because she would walk in such bratty, like, like, I'm the shit, because
Yeah,
that's how they made her. They created that monster. But
for
that's
sure.
not the same. And I wonder if she's still gonna come in like, I'm the shit, you know?
Totally.
I don't think she remembers losing. And the thing is, like, I sound like such a Ronda hater. I know that, and I'm not. I like Ronda Rousey. She's cool. She's nice, and I understood how she won. A lot of times she won by beating them before they ever even got in the cage, because people weren't used to girls being like that for some reason. And
Mhm.
but that doesn't work anymore. No one's scared of the trash talk. No one's scared of you anymore. We've all seen you fall,
Yeah.
and that's okay to fall, but just know we've all seen it. So to act like you've never fallen before and want to be like, oh look, all I do is stand up all day. No,
Yeah,
you fell
can't fuck
before.
me up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen you get beat up twice,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's
And I
okay.
think maybe we'd have a little bit more respect for her if she had come back, but she didn't. She basically got beat into retirement.
I mean, ain't that the theme here,
So
but
suffice. Remember when she would hide her on the pillow in her face so people couldn't see how she got beat up? Why? I would be so proud of my black eyes and my busted lip, and
You're a
I just
fighter. You're a
I just don't
fighter.
understand her. I don't understand her like that, in that way.
Right. Well, what about Carano, right? So let's talk about Carano a little bit, because I mean, that's kind of who I looked up to.
Yeah, me too.
She was the pioneer. Like that really pissed me off when UFC brought Ronda Rousey, and they were first of all saying how hot she was. Anyways, but then they also said that she was the best pound for pound female fighter. And I was like, did everyone forget Gina Carano? She made female MMA a thing. She
Yeah.
didn't turn it into the spectacle WWE style that Ronda did, but in Strike Force, they fought.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, with Carano, I mean, yeah, I love Carano, and I said this last week. She crawled so that Ronda could run, and if it wasn't for Gina Carano, there would be no Ronda Rousey, because everybody got into MMA by watching those things, Fight Girls and all that stuff that came on late night, and all of a sudden you see female fighters and you're like, "Oh, this is cool, this is cool." And without her, it wouldn't have happened. And her looks, yes, but she didn't have the attitude that Ronda has. She wasn't like, "I'm the shit, I could do no wrong" type thing. And I think that's why I like her a little more. But Carano got beaten to retirement too. She didn't come back either.
Yep.
And she got beat by Chris Cyborg and then ran. And like I said last week, there's a lot of people who don't do that. Shayna Baszler got her ass beat by her, didn't run. So there's like a different type of mentality that these girls don't have, that some of these girls who get their ass beat all the time do have. It's like they lose one time and they're like, ah. Look, Shayna
Absolutely.
Baszler kept getting in the ring and all those things. Cyborg didn't really have that. Amanda Nunes doesn't really even get it. Like Home didn't really get it. It's just that like people like them for some reason. And that's
Absolutely.
cool and all, but that doesn't make you the best fighter in the world.
Right. I mean, let's talk about that too. We know that those two women were able to become who they were because of their looks,
Mm-hmm.
right? All of the other female fighters don't have that luxury. They're not the pretty girls. They don't have the sellable face.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, it's becoming objectified, and if that helps you with your career, especially because you're female and it's so hard, cool. Ride that wave a little bit, but stay grounded and remember who you are. Other than that, I think that you and I can play some picks. I'm going to say 100 significant strikes between the two of them throughout the whole fight. That's it.
I
How
say
many rounds
less.
are there?
5. I say less.
5, yeah. That's all to say. 5.
Significant, not just, throwing it out there. I think less than 100. I
Yeah,
don't.
that's
These girls don't get hit in the face like that anymore. And I think maybe Ronda might be able to take it a little better because at least her career was a little soon, like was closer than what Kronos was.
She had a lot more support.
I
Yeah.
don't think that they're training to give us the best fight of their lives though.
no.
No.
And
No.
that's why I'm interested, but I'm not. Because I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch them fight, but I don't get to see them when I wanted to see them, when they were at their best, when they were at their peak, when you could really be
Exactly.
like, okay, whoever wins this fight is the best. You can't say that right now because, like we said last week, these girls will not get back in the cage after this. It's not even gonna be a cage, right? It's gonna be a ring. I
yeah,
don't know. They're not
Mm.
gonna get back in and fight anybody else after this win. So
Yeah.
how are you the best female fighter when you won't fight anyone else except another 40-year-old?
right,
I just don't get
right.
it. I just don't get it. Cyborg's out there fighting. Um,
Absolutely.
I think Holly Holmes is still boxing, right?
I don't know, but she's definitely active. I know
Yeah,
that much. Like, even if she didn't have a fight coming up, like, she's always in the gym and training and helping other people, so
and that's the
she
difference. You
could.
can look at Holly Holmes and be like, she'll fuck someone up any day. You look at Ronda Rousey or Gina Carano, and you're like, I could take him.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that's not to say I don't
definitely.
think I could take Holly Holmes because I just think I could take everybody. But I'd be like, damn, this one's gonna hurt. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's what I was telling her. I was like, the thing is, if they called me and asked if I would fight Cyborg, yeah. Should I get in there? No. But I
Mm.
could go get my check. So what is the problem here? That you train to do this. You want to be the best. Like, get her, especially before she's done. You need to go get her before she's done. That's what people really should be focusing on, especially these older ones when you're coming to the end. Like, if that's all that's left.
Mhm.
That's all, like there's only like 2 people left.
Yeah, because really for women's MMA, it's all about fighting who has the name. Because whoever has the belt,
Yeah.
nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a
Yeah.
shit. You just want to know that you beat this person, you beat that person. And the only person that can say that they beat Cyborg is Amanda Nunes. Right?
Mm.
The only person and there's only 2 people that could say they've beaten Ronda Rousey. Amanda Nunes. So you have to give it to Amanda Nunes even though she's lost before, right? And I don't think she's the best female fighter ever. But she's beaten the best. So I don't understand why people aren't going after Amanda Nunes. She doesn't have a fight coming up.
Right.
Why aren't people like, let me get Amanda, let me get Amanda? No, they're like trying to be on the White House card or do this or
Mhm.
fight the other pretty girl and blah blah blah. No. What I don't it's like fighting is just not what it used to be because they're not fighting like to be the best. They're just fighting to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're fighting for that purse.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it
That's
ain't
what
even
they're
that
That's
fighting.
all
big
it is. I know, right?
unless you're that Ben guy, Ben Connor,
Oh, which wasn't it? What was it like? It
$15
was
million,
millions, right?
15,
Huh?
$15 million.
15 million. So what's funny is I saw that where like the promoter, whatever guy was all like crying, like, I can't believe he left. He didn't even, I just got an email. And weren't they saying like, whoa, it's just for like one fight? Like, it's not like we signed him, because
Mhm.
everybody's like, what the fuck? But yeah, 15 million.
That's crazy.
Well, here's the
Yeah.
thing, right? He then what kind of loyalty do you give to that guy anymore as someone who signs him? Because you're like, oh, he'll just leave for money for one fight. Why would I
Right.
re-sign him again? Just so he could leave me again. Isn't it because these boxers get paid, right? They get paid. So it's
Yeah.
not like what was he doing? Like Eddie Hearn? I don't know. But
Yes.
it's not like he ain't getting paid by Eddie Hearn. He's getting paid. And you chose to go to something new, whatever. Cool. But you don't get to
Yeah.
come back because Dana White ain't keeping you.
That's the funny part because it seemed like he did him dirty. Like he just found out through an email and it seemed like they were friends. And he's like, oh, I feel like that deserved a call. And he was like, no, it was just
Yeah.
done. And then he
Well,
goes, and then they're over there after, like, well, hey, dude, it was just one fight. We're not, keeping you. It's like, oh, dang, you caused a whole lot of drama and you were a dick for one fight. And
and
that's
that's when you come
money.
back.
But
And
now
that's what
knowing that's
happens
how
when
you,
you
that's not going to last you long.
but
Right.
that's what happens when you align yourself with people like that.
Mhm.
If you can hear me, you are frozen right now.
Oh, she
Okay.
gone.
I forgot where I'm
Back. I know what happened.
Hey,
About
welcome.
taking the money and running.
About taking the money and running.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
the
15
15
million.
mil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in reality, 15 mil is not a
Which is
lot
kind
for
of,
a boxer.
yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like, knowing that's how he is, obviously, that's probably not going to last him very long. And I'm sure there's something to it, right? Maybe he has to win to get that much, or so.
I don't know, but it just
I
doesn't
don't
seem
know.
like
I just
worth
think
it.
it's funny because like Ronda was over there talking about how like, oh, the UFC doesn't have money, they don't care, and you see it in their fights with MMA now. They're just like the card coming up, right? You were saying there's nothing.
Yeah. Just recycled fights.
There's nothing on there.
What, the
I mean,
BMF fights
Yeah,
coming up
and
this
it's the
weekend?
BMF card. Like,
how long have we been talking about how there's too many people on the roster, though? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people on the roster, and then we get
absolutely,
the
yeah.
same
But
shit.
yes.
Where?
Yes. And a lot of especially now, the cards haven't been you go through and you're kind of like, wait, who? Who's
Yeah,
on here? But there's so many people.
it's true.
But that's why she was saying, like, they don't care about putting on good fights. They're just putting on fights because now they have to because, there's a deal and they got to do fights. So,
Yeah, but I feel like when you have so many people on your roster, you're kind of wasting these guys' talent. And I know they put on a lot of fights throughout the year,
absolutely.
but a lot of guys are just sitting around waiting to get a call that they have a fight when they could just maybe be fighting in some other, organizations and working on their skills and getting better so that when they finally do get to it's like everybody wanted to get to the UFC because it was a big thing. But if everybody signed to the UFC because there's no more Strike Force and there's no more Bellator, then what does it matter? Everybody's in the UFC.
Right.
Just like not
It
stuck with.
loses that prestige.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny. Well, because there isn't a Bellator, right? Bellator is now PFL. And I saw Benson Henderson is fighting.
What?
I just
Ooh.
saw in an email from PFL. Who?
No, who is he fighting?
Wow.
Yeah, who knows?
Venice.
I see. That's what I saw a reel with him because he was talking about the White House card
Oh,
and how
jeez.
he wouldn't fight on
Oh,
it.
okay.
That he thought that fighters should really be thinking about what they're doing a little bit. So I was wondering why he had popped up. So it's like,
There you
wow,
go. Yeah.
that's a name, like that's a blast from the past. I think he went through the house the same year as Jake Shields.
Oh, okay.
Benson Henderson is a throwback.
And that's it. So that's what we were talking about too. How Christine had commented on
Oh,
our last show when we were talking about Rhonda and Gina being older and coming back, and it's been 10 and 17 years. And she's like, hey, man, like, the old men do it. Let the old women make that money. And like I said, hey, I am as uninterested in these old men coming back for a fight that's going nowhere.
yeah.
Like, you know, the difference with this fight coming up this weekend, we may have been talking about these guys years ago, but they've been active the entire time.
Mhm.
It's like if you
You
tell
know,
me
when we talk about
It's like if you tell me, "Hey, one of my favorite fights is Brian Stan versus Vanderlei Silva," right? "Hey, we're gonna put on Vanderlei Silva versus Brian Stan again. Now." Now? No, thank you. I don't wanna watch it. I don't wanna watch it, they're too old. It's the same shit.
Right,
absolutely.
It's the same shit. I don't wanna watch
right.
old fuckers fighting, I just don't. You know, how mad were people not mad, but people were like, "Oh, Anderson Silva, he's 40 something, should he still be fighting?" Oh, he's and now we're, like, asking 50-year-olds to fight. What are we doing? Why when in what
Yeah,
world is 40, 50 something year olds, 50 something year olds like the fight you wanna see? No, I wanna see some young 25, maybe 30-year-olds who have matured and are really into their craft. Just show what they're made of. Why are we
Never
highlighting
got
all these old
52.
fighters who are never gonna be champion again? Who are never gonna do it like, why are we not focusing on the future of this company?
Absolutely.
I mean, I've always found it weird that we are at that point of only having UFC, right? We've
Mhm.
lost all these other leagues that nobody cares about anymore. They've dissolved or they've, been bought, like Bellator, things like that. And UFC sucks. Like, let's just talk about it for a
Yeah.
second. They don't pay for medical. They took away all of your sponsorship branding rights, and you're only allowed to wear UFC approved fight gear. They don't promote you. I know a lot of the fighters have to do their own promotions. They don't get paid for a lot of the appearances that they have to do. It's all part of their contract. They have to fight and win to even make decent money, which also have to take your medical, paying your all your staff, all of that, and they have it monopolized.
Mhm.
So, I mean, where is like one? Why aren't they really pushing to make that move into America? And I think a lot of people don't know that it's because they're not an American based company.
Mhm.
But why aren't we seeing another fight league that's coming out and giving UFC a run for its money?
I think because they just buy them all up. Just buy them all up before they get big.
It's got stupid money, you
Stupid
know?
money. And you're right, the UFC does
And
suck.
I thought that's what Bellator was gonna do. And then there they went.
Yeah, Bellator made a great push. They even had some ex fighters backing it. And then all of a sudden, boom, they were gone and they became part of what PFL. And I mean, is any of that even on TV? Is it on
Like,
ESPN? If like, where can you even
But
find it?
no, I don't even
I
know.
wanna say and I don't like saying it, it's that stupid channel, maybe?
Oh, DAZN?
Oh, DAZN,
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
Yeah, they're on
Maybe.
another app.
Maybe
You
on there.
know, it's not even able to like UFC how they made the move from ESPN where you had great viewership going onto Paramount, like the subscription base. You're gonna definitely lose some of your viewership because not everyone's gonna pay for that. But that's just UFC has just monopolized everything, become this little holy grail at the top of the mountain that everybody fights for. That's why these fighters keep coming back at age 50 because that's the only place that they could go to fight and actually make some money.
It's true. They just need their old people league then. UFC 45 and over. I
Right?
would watch that.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
We'll have
though.
Yeah.
Randy Couture will come out of retirement to run it
Yeah. Chuck Liddell's back.
at like 75.
Chuck Tito 10.
That's weird though that like Benson's back. I kind of want to see that fight, see what he looks like now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not like, "Oh my gosh, he's gonna come back and fuck shit up."
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
No.
no.
you know what's really weird, though? We like even when I go through, like, the people who are fighting this month, I think Molly McCann is still fighting,
She's boxing, right?
which I think I met her. Huh?
She's boxing?
She is boxing now. Yeah. She went from the UFC. Now she's like 3-0 in boxing. She just fought like maybe last weekend and already has another fight coming up. So she's like really in it.
Oh yeah. Is she
But
Daniel
then I
Cormier?
saw Stephanie
Mhm.
Alba is
No, go ahead, sir.
Stephanie Alba is coming back,
Okay.
and her last fight was in like 2019. I remember we saw her at Invicta. Um,
Yeah, her name's very
it,
familiar, and I
it's
cannot picture her at all.
she was Tanya Aventure's lady friend at one point.
Oh
I
man.
forgot what
I mean,
her
might as well bring
nickname
out
was.
Tanya Evinger and Julie Kedzie and all them to fight on that MMA card that Ronda Rousey's fighting on. Why not? Let's again. Let's bring out
Right?
Grindstone
Bring back
again.
everybody from first. That's so crazy. It's so, and then that's what's weird is like, yeah, Cyborg has a fight coming up this month, but again, Cyborg's been active. We got people who are coming back from like years who haven't done not one thing. I haven't seen not one like picture of you even in the gym. And like all of these people, it's so weird. Like I don't
You
get
have
it.
to really
I
believe
thought
in
we were gonna
yourself.
have like these new like fighters with these like new moves that they learn. I don't know, like coming up. And this is what we're getting still.
I mean, I think,
I know. Where is everybody?
and it's hard because you want to be like, well, who is there to look up to? Like when it comes to women, and we don't really need anybody to look up to do the things that we want to do, but they rely heavy on that. Like women, like who do you look up to? And like, yeah, there's a lot of young girls coming up that's like, who do they look up to? Whose career do they kind of follow suit? You got to go old school and look. There's no one new. So it's gonna be all the same shit because there's nobody new. There's nobody new doing their own thing. There's nobody new like making their own waves. Their new thing is just shaking their ass.
Absolutely. And I don't know, maybe it has something to do with like too many people got excited and thought that they wanted to try the sport, and the gyms are full, but nobody's actually fighting.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone's going to classes, but no one's actually stepping in for fights anymore. It's weird. They just want the training, I guess.
I guess. Well, I mean, because like the few women that you did see ran away when they lost. That's what I'm saying. It's like, who do you have to look to?
Exactly. Yeah.
And then like what? Okay,
Yeah,
no
they're
offense to
they're
you,
not having that fighter mentality.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a fighting mentality, not a
I know.
fighter
I know.
mentality.
Exactly. It's a totally different ball game, right? They're not able to stay there. They only can get there for that time being, but they're not able to stay there mentally. They don't have that killer instinct, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the number one thing that Mike Tyson always spoke about was that killer instinct. Some people have it and some people don't. And I think that everybody's kind of getting into it for more of the sport aspect rather than actual lifestyle. This is who they are. This is what they were meant to be.
Yeah.
So it's like a flash in the pan.
It's also really hard, because like people who do have a mentality of like fighters, they don't want to go to class, every Tuesday and Thursday and Wednesday. Like they don't want. It's really hard when people because imagine if there's some people who probably fuck some of these girls up, right? But they just don't want to train. They don't want to go and commit. Can you imagine if you didn't really have to commit and you could just like sign up for fights? Like I think there'd be
Right.
way
Yeah.
more.
You didn't have to go through a camp and all that.
I think I'm just saying there's a lot of untapped talent because of structure. But like even I guess
Yeah.
that's what makes you a fighter is the structure and then the going to work every day and putting in the work. But I don't know. I just think I don't know how to fix women's MMA because like yeah, there's not a lot of like fighter instinct in women like that sometimes.
No. I think bare knuckle is probably taking a better run that a little bit more with their female fighters.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be
Um,
a crazy
so
bitch to be better,
I enjoyed tuning in.
Christina Ferreira.
I like to see a crossover fight.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'd like to see a crossover fight with her
Yeah,
and someone in MMA. I think that would be amazing.
yeah. It just, uh, I don't know. Women's MMA is in a weird spot because you have your old guard that you don't want to change out, and
Yeah.
there's no one new to change into. I don't know any upcoming female fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of, it's starting to talk about, Rhonda was talking about how, like, she had no support when she went into MMA. Like, nobody wanted her to do that. They thought it was a stupid idea. Her team was like, go screw yourself. We're not going to, like, even help you. And it's funny because I think of, like, how they try and make it seem like, oh, Rhonda's the one who brought it all in. Like, imagine what Gina Carano had
Hmm.
back when you started, and that was still almost like 10 years since she'd been gone. Imagine the support that she didn't have back then trying, So, of course, it was a lot easier to be like, fuck this shit. Nobody
Yeah,
wants to teach me how to hit that bitch correctly. I'm just done,
yeah.
But
I'm
to know, like, she hasn't even been around. There is so much more help, and people will teach you anything, but, like, all these years of, like, and that's where she stopped. She stopped learning way back then, So, like, it's gonna be hard to learn it all overnight.
Yeah, and that's the thing is a lot of times you are the only girl in the group, especially back then. I when I would train a little, I was the only girl in the room too. Like, but that's kind of what makes you stronger. And when I started going to Kings, even on Tuesday mornings, I was the only girl. But like, there are girls at night. It is like more, no, like popular, but there's not a lot of people. Yeah, maybe there's not a lot of people to have your support, but I think that Rhonda's saying she didn't have support. Yeah, it's because there was like no future in it. Of course, you're gonna be like, no, why would you go to do that? You can't make money. You know what I mean? Like, you're an Olympian and you're gonna go to MMA where they're
That's
treated
exactly
like
what her
shit.
mom
They could
said.
barely be on TV and no one respects you. And then Carano made it respectable, and then she got all the respect. So it's like, to say you didn't have help. Okay, yeah, yeah, okay, I get that. But did you have help for the Olympics? Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people who weren't supporting female what did she do? Taekwondo, well, fucking judo, right? Like, how much support is there in judo?
You know?
Hmm.
So what's the difference? What's the difference?
Right.
It doesn't make you stronger. I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
like, of course, no one wanted you to do it. There's no money in it. But that's in a lot of things, a lot of new things. Women's MMA was new when she was coming out. They didn't know that they were going to let Gina on TV. And then once they let Gina on TV and Kedzie, because no one ever gives Julie Kedzie any, in Julie Kedzie, like, then it was something. Oh, now you can see something. Now you can see a future in it. Cool. But, like, yeah, of course you're not going to have no support when no one even knows what it is.
Yeah. It's just crazy. It's just funny to me that everything that they're posting is like flashbacks, and it's like that just throws into the whole point of why is this happening? Look how long it's been, you
I mean,
know?
again, we all
I
know
don't
why it's
I don't get
happening
that.
money wise. And like,
Yeah.
Christina said, like, I
I
I
just don't like, we don't want to see people go out like that.
yeah. Yeah, because especially when you're like a real MMA fan, like, listen, even the males don't get paid as much as they should, right? So you're like, man, these people are fucking their bodies up for money, right? Not even great money, because like you only see them on the fight night. You don't see them the 2-3 months where they're preparing and they're hurting and stuff like that. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know, it's just weird. Like, I think I lost my train of thought on that one.
That's hilarious. But yeah, even that idea, like, people think, oh, it's just one night of fighting, but no, like, they have to train. They train for months. They train for days, all day, all night, every single, like, and then they're not working as much because this is their job, so they're focusing on that. So that little check that they're getting for that one night has to make up for the 3 months at least that they've been training
Yes.
and not been able to work, and all these people that they are hiring to help them.
Yeah, you have to pay your
It
coaches.
is a one-man sport, but they got a team.
Like, your coaches don't like, you don't just pay the monthly subscription and then cool. No, when you start fighting for reals, you gotta start paying them to train you one-on-one, to show that you individual shit, and that cost it's not cheap. It's not, and they take a
Paying the fighter
percentage,
fees.
and
There's still fees
I think what I was
for
saying.
them to travel with you,
Yeah.
stay in the
And most of the time, you have to pay for people to travel with you. You only get, like, 1 or 2 they pay for 1 or 2 cornermen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think what I was saying earlier was, like, we watched this where the money wasn't the object, especially for female, right? It was just to get on TV and to show your skills and just to show that women are just like men and we can do it too. And then with, like you're saying, them going out just for the money, like, you know what I mean? Like you said, you
Yeah.
don't wanna see them go out
Yeah,
today. And
to
that's
end
the
up looking ridiculous
and we
just
know
'cause
that's
you
why
wanted
they're
to make a
doing
few
it.
bucks that
That's what
hour.
I'm saying, like, in my head, I see this fight being so fucking shitty because it's just for the money.
Yep. I
If
would have
it
I would
happens.
have liked it a long time ago. Maybe because we all know that Carano would have beat the shit out of Rousey. So let's just be honest about it. Would have been fun to see when they were in their prime, but they're so far beyond their prime, not just physically, but I think mentally and emotionally too.
Yeah.
That they're just I mean, what has Carano been doing? Acting, and then she got canceled, you
Yeah.
know? So it's weird where the two places that these women are coming from, right? They're
Yeah.
both coming from places of absolute defeat. And I think that maybe not just the money, but also I think the pride,
Mhm,
trying to win back who they used to be in their glory years.
mhm.
Because they're sure in the hell not proving anything except to maybe themselves.
Yeah.
So maybe that's all part of the reasons why they're coming back to do it. They want to be able to look at themselves in the mirror and feel better about the way they ended their career.
Maybe. I just for both women, there's such, like, strong women in this sport that, like, how could you not just be proud of what you've already done?
Yeah. Yeah, now you're coming back as kinda like how we saw Mike Tyson when
Mm,
they said that he was gonna fight Jake Paul, it's
Yeah.
just like, "Oh god, this is someone that we looked up to. This was a beast, someone with that fighter mentality, and now he's just become like a circus sideshow, and we all just get to see what they do as that older version of that champion that they used to be, and now we get to just I don't know. I don't think it's gonna end well. I really don't. I don't think it's gonna end well. I think something weird is gonna happen during this fight.
Interesting. So Bina was saying she doesn't think it's gonna happen at all.
mhm.
You're saying you think something interrupts it?
Yeah, like maybe even a Conor McGregor, breaking his ankle.
Okay.
Like, I just think that yeah,
Their old
something
bones
weird
and
like
shit.
that might happen.
Okay.
Plus, it's an MVP production. It's a Jake Paul
It's a
thing,
show.
so
Yeah.
who knows what's gonna happen. So maybe, what did they call that during the, Super Bowl? The, wardrobe,
Malfunction?
like,
Malfunction.
malfunction, yeah.
There'll be a
Yeah,
little more WWE and somebody's gonna flip
I
on
would
in and swoop
I
in
wouldn't be
out or
surprised
something.
by that at all,
Yeah,
with it coming from Jake Paul.
I'm sure they're not gonna be wearing, like, the most coolest outfits, yeah. Like, like, whatever.
I mean, I haven't seen that yet. And she got professional.
Yeah, but I said this last week, I don't think the fight happens. I don't think Carano makes weight. Nope.
She's pretty pudgy right now.
And that's the thing, so maybe that could be
And
the
bigger.
thing. Well, nobody made weight, we're just gonna fight at 150. Like, that might be the weird shit that happens, you know what I mean? Like,
Seriously.
which is like, then this isn't a
Yeah.
serious fight.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
didn't take it serious enough to lose the weight. They didn't put in enough work to come in what they said they were going to. Like, that's how you'll know. It's they don't care. And the only reason I think Ronda cares
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
because she doesn't wanna
Absolutely.
lose in front of the world. Ronda's more of an ego thing than Gina Carano's is. Gina Carano's like,
Yeah.
"Just
Yes.
She
please,
says
thank
she
you,
don't
let me back."
say she cared.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
just happy that people still remember her name.
Right. Yeah. I mean, this would be great if they actually like put their head down and went into training camp and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
this might be something that we've all been waiting for and all wanted, you know, and they might be able to actually duke it out because of the lack of actual boxing skill on Rousey's side, you know, is kind of counterparted with Carano being gassed out by the first round because, you know, because she just doesn't have that stamina anymore. And then it might actually be a good fight. We need to keep Jake Paul's ass out of it, and the girls need to train, and I think we'll probably get what we're paying for.
Yeah, either nothing happens in the first round or everything happens in the first round.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
getting out of the first one, that's our pick right
Yeah.
there.
Getting out.
Getting out of the
Trying
first
to.
But my thing
Oh
is,
no,
I
not
don't
again.
think I think there's conversations, and I think they're like, we can't end it quick. You know what I mean? Like if I was Jake Paul, I'd be like, no, we need this
Yes.
fight to go at least 3 rounds, if not the whole way. Because a lot of these fights, no one gets knocked out. I mean, Jake Paul got knocked out by Anthony Joshua, but of course he was gonna get knocked out by fucking Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua was like the champion like a year ago or something. Like, and it's not like he's fucking been retired for 20 years. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think it all happens at once or nothing happens, and I just really do. Like, I hope they make me eat my words, and
Oh
it's a
God.
great fucking fight. For women, I hope it's not as embarrassment, and I just think it hopefully they are taking it seriously and want to show that the skills that they do have skills, and I really do hope that they take that seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing too. I just don't want it to be a joke, and
Yeah,
I don't want them to just be in there playing around, you know, like if it's not going to be serious, like why are you doing this? You know, you had your chance at wrestling. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Don't make yourself look stupid. Is it really worth it for the money to
I mean,
because that's what we're going to remember.
yeah,
You know, we're going to remember your last fight.
that's what they always say, right? Everybody only remembers their last
So,
fight. So yeah, if this is how
Yeah.
you want to be remembered, if this is your going away fight, I hope you show
yeah,
everything you have.
Yep. Go balls to the wall.
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, that is in May. Oh, that's right. They're doing their press conference right now.
Oh, today?
You should have went to. I think it was today. I sent it to you.
I know
I
you.
sent it to you because it was in LA.
Yeah, you sent it to me.
There has to be more. This is really early.
Yeah, this is really early.
Yeah, but yeah, because it's in May.
Uh-huh.
So there's that. Bad motherfucker title fight is going on this weekend. I don't know if you guys care about anybody else on the card. I don't even know that I saw anybody else on the card that I knew.
Who is the fight this weekend?
I don't.
It's Oliveira versus
Holloway.
Holloway
That's right.
for the BMF title.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'll watch
And
that.
then
That's
other
gonna be
than
a good
that, like
fight.
I don't know
That's
who
gonna
else
be
is
a
on the
good fight.
card, but
I like that fight. I think Oliveira needs
that's
to
what I'm
win.
saying. That's the only one, and
Yeah. Right. And this is take 2, right? Is this
it
rematch?
is. So, but that's where I was saying, like, we've seen them fight how long ago, but we've seen them fight how much in between. Like these guys are active, so it's different than Rhonda and
Yeah.
Gina coming in. This is going to be a good fight. These
Yeah.
Yeah, it
two
is.
are some of my favorites. I love these fighters because they're crazy fighters. Like these are just crazy fighters. They can't even help it. So separately, I love watching them in fights, but together, that's when you're like, oh shit, this is about to get like that kind of. Hopefully,
Yeah, hopefully.
that
I
kind of
think it will
fight.
be a good fight. I mean, I don't really see a fight. Max Holloway usually puts on a great fight, and Oliveira's been putting on good fights, even if he's been losing the last few fights. So I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think it's gonna be awesome. I pick Max, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do like Max Holloway. That's kind of like a heart pick for me. So I think I have
Yeah.
to go with that.
I'm going with Chuck. You know, like you said, he's been dropping his last few fights, but I think the winner of the night's going to be Kicks.
Ooh, okay.
That's going to be
Okay.
the winner of the night.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I hope it's a lot of back and forth. Like, even if it is kicks, I think they're both going to be giving it.
Yeah, I like that.
Maybe a submission.
From Oliveira.
Oh,
We might get a submission out of that. Yeah.
There's
okay.
always a possibility with Oliveira that the submission comes. Like, there's always a possibility with a knockout because of Max.
Yes.
I like that.
Okay, I'll watch that.
Let's
There's like a
see.
London
I
card.
can't wait for Kane to come back.
Oh, cousin Kane. See, he has.
A cousin
He's got a
Kane.
felony. He's got to do that MVP promotion.
I know. It's like I wonder how this is gonna work, but I
Let me tell you, the biggest, especially if it was in Mexico, the biggest fucking applause you'll see though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cousin Kane.
It's funny how we talk about all these people coming back, and I feel like they're showing a lot of stuff on like Misha Tate and Holly Holm, like talking. Not that
Yeah.
they're like coming back, but they're doing a lot of interviews and showing them their faces a lot, right? I'm just like,
Yeah. There was something with Misha that I
she
saw. She
did
was
an
training
interview
for something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what. I don't know if everyone's just trying to jump on the idea of like, oh, okay, now it's all our turn to
Yep.
come back since everybody that was around when I was around is coming back. Like,
I mean, I could say I'd
don't
probably do the same thing, but
know.
Yeah. Get that last paycheck,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah, for sure. There's a London card coming up, no?
A
I think
what?
there's a London card coming up, and I don't know homeboy's name, but there's a guy from Santa Ana fighting.
Really?
Mhm.
See if I could pull it up.
I was watching the
A London.
UFC fight. I was on TikTok and he was being
Okay.
interviewed, and they're like, "Wow, I can't believe someone from Santa Ana is going to be in London, like representing the whole place." And then they're like, "Yeah, that's crazy." Like they were talking about it. I don't know his name though.
Okay. I'll try and
Well,
find
Representing some
it.
big ups to that
OC
guy.
for yeah.
Right.
Hopefully he wins.
Right.
We have local fights down here.
Yeah.
I think that you and Vanessa should go check those out.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, I know, right? San Diego does have a lot of little things going around here.
Yeah, we do. We do some fights at the
Let's
fairgrounds too over
see.
here.
UFC. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got to get out there, have some fun, start seeing some of
seems
these.
going to some more fights. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll find this. That one I think is next weekend.
Mm.
Oh, Danny Silva fighting out of Santa Ana, California, 10-2. He was at a featherweight bout. All right. That one's next weekend. I think next weekend Cyborg is fighting too. I believe that one's next weekend.
Okay.
Didn't she fight? I feel like she just fought too, not too long ago.
Maybe not too long ago, but
She stays big.
I'd have to check. But this one's like a Cyborg region. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she keeps on keeping on. Well, yeah, because she was at Bellator right when the PFL thing switched over. Yeah, that's all I got. Unless there's anything else, you guys, any news or fights or anything you got coming up?
Didn't they also say Nick Diaz wanted to be on the UFC card? Everybody wants to be on
The White House card?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you also see where supposedly he apologized for saying he'd slap Oliveira?
that was
Chuck,
Nate.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was Nate. But Nate says he'll slap anybody, so it's okay. We know he'll slap you. He's done it before.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't. Why would he have to apologize?
I don't know.
That's obvious.
He said he was drunk and he felt like he was disrespectful.
Oh,
so
he was being rude about it.
Yeah, he
There
manned
is
up
that.
for it.
They're little shit fucks, but they do respect the sport. It's kind of like, oh, how'd those little shit fucks get into this? So they do have that little bit where,
For a sandwich, that's why Nate got into it. Because they would feed them after training, and that was the only meal he would have.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Venus, fun facts.
All my facts are terrible facts. But those are the type of people who want to fight for a living. You know what I mean?
Right.
Wasn't
Gina Carano's dad a Dallas Cowboy?
Backup quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, I did not know that.
Money too.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a backup.
Yeah, you could
quarterback.
tell she's yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah. So.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else? You guys good?
I'm good. I don't. I didn't do any, research, so I'm good.
All right. Well, I had a great time talking to
Yeah,
you guys.
had
Thank you
fun.
so much for joining, sister. As always, Valentine, thank you for shooting shit with us. Yeah, keep an eye out. I'm sure we'll be back soon. Always good talking to you. Have a good one. Bye, sister.
Bye.